That looks like Halo.
The music is reminiscent of Halo to me.
Are there deers in the Halo universe? What is this?
Is this Elder Scrolls 6?
Oh!
Is this Halo?
Nah, it's probably...
This is Halo?
It's Uncharted.
No, that was
No, it's that Sonic 2.
Okay, but Falcons.
Is that a pelican? Is this actually Halo 6?
What is happening? I believe it's a military base.
It is Halo! Is this Halo?
It's Halo.
Those kind of look like the rings of Halo, but...
Oh my god! Please! Wait, Halo Infinite, what is this?
Wow. So all throughout the trailer, people were able to recognize this game as Halo, even before showing Master Chief's helmet. Let me tell you, that right there, what you are witnessing, is the power of what Halo has done to most of our lives. But with 343's terrible track record they have with us fans,
Halo has been around for longer than a decade now. It's got a formula that's already extremely popular with fans. Do you worry that some of the changes, some of the bold changes that you've made to both single player and multiplayer might put some people off?
Yes. No, it's
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
and to this franchise,
exactly as it shipped 10 years ago.
how were they, sort of out of the bloom, able to create a trailer that feels like Halo? A lot has to do with the music, and that's precisely the topic I spoke about in my last video, so please do check that out if you haven't already. Nevertheless, including music, you also need the correct art direction, production quality, deep storytelling, a sense of awe and mystery to create this feeling that these Infinite trailers reflect us.
There's nothing left for us here. Hunting for Furies.
So how did 343 do it? Why is it that 343 gives us hope? And how did they manage to not only nail one teaser, but they absolutely nailed the second trailer as well, which, by the way, is the intro of the actual Halo Infinite game. Just as how the quote states, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, 343, who is the beholder behind Infinite's beauty? And what can your identity do to Halo?
I chose you because you were special. I knew we would be perfect together. And I was right.
Art design. We were heard, and we are getting what we are asking for. The old-fashioned Halo design. But why now? If most fans disliked Halo's 4 design, why did 343 think that making another Halo with that same design will automatically make us like it? Turns out, Kenneth Scott, arguably the sole person who changed the entire scheme design of Halo, stepped down as art director and demoted in January 8th, 2014. Just a little more than a year prior to Halo 5's release.
As exciting as the Halo universe can be for somebody who's a big fan of monsters, big fan of science fiction, big fan of FPSs. It was really the people that I got excited about working with.
So, who is in charge of Halo's design? According to an IGN article, a Microsoft rep said, "We're thrilled to announce that Kenneth's longtime colleague and collaborator, Nicholas Sparth Beauvoir, will step into the position of art director. Kenneth will continue to work with 343 Industries remotely and partner with Nicholas in a newly created role as a visual design consultant." Even though Kenneth left 343, he did stay to help out till the release of Halo 5. So we are left with, was Kenneth involved in Infinite? I am respectfully happy that I was not able to find anything about him linking to Halo Infinite. Not in Twitter, not in LinkedIn, nor in 343 Industries website. Therefore, I am unofficially confirming that he was not involved in Halo Infinite in any way, shape, or form. Interesting. But is the new art director, Nicholas Sparth, good enough for Halo to stay as the designer? I want to say yes, but I'm also curious to know what you think. So let's do this experiment. I will Photoshop 5 of his works to take Halo related items out, as well as non-Halo related items from his non-Halo concepts, so that you can decide whether you think it is a Halo concept art or not. Every artist has a very unique element to them, and Sparth is no exception. I see his non-Halo related concept art very similar to his Halo concepts, such as having very detailed designs that are amazing, but for Halo, it sort of looks too cluttered, which we know that 343's Halo is accepted to be unnecessarily detailed, especially with the Master Chief himself, the weapons, and of course, the terrible looking Prometheans. Having said that, I do like his concept art and his designs, but I am of course just a bit worried because Halo's art style changed so much in Halo 4 and 5, and Sparth has been designing for 343 since the beginning. So I find it a little hard to believe that he was able to manage to change his unique style to a non-cluttered, simplistic, classic Halo design at its core.
There's a bit of a candy approach to these weapons too when it comes to skins. You want to obtain more, you want to have the one that looks funky, that looks really good. This is just too much like the original shotgun, so we need to be putting a bit more visuals, more
unnecessarily detailed
visuals.
However, and this may be a huge however, I doubt it, but I think it's important to mention. Sparth is the art director, right? But he is not the head of design for Halo. And what I know that head of designs do is that they make the game and its elements complement each other in a harmonious way. It's not very clear on the internet nor in Halo Waypoint who that was for Halo 5, but the person that I did find was Chris Haluk, which was the lead designer for Halo 4 and the lead designer of campaign for Halo 5. Yeah, you heard that right. Halo 5's campaign.
Stage presentation, so we're trying to make sure that the flow is correct, that we have everything paced well. There's a lot going on in the demo, so we just need to make sure that we're on.
I know what you're thinking. So is he working in Halo Infinite after the lackluster of both 343's Halo? No, he surprisingly isn't. According to his own LinkedIn, he left 343 in early summer of 2017. Halo Infinite's head of design is Jerry Hook, which he started working for 343 since 2018 as online design director, but was then promoted as head of design in August 2019.
So big. So big. Can you sing?
Yeah, he probably did not influence on the actual Halo's art, but at least we know the execution of how Halo's art and the game itself is under someone else's hands, which looks like he has a pretty good track record to go off on.
And bye-bye.
Creative director. Tim Longo, arguably one of the biggest influencers of Halo 5 for having Spartan abilities.
In typical Halo, you have the already awesome sandbox of the weapon, the melee, and the grenade. We wanted to add these Spartan abilities in as a fourth layer that everyone has, so it's equal footing.
I will say that Halo 5's multiplayer was far better than Halo 4, but not good enough to be considered a Halo game to me, and that's all I have. If Halo doesn't pursue uniqueness of what it made it great in the first place, no matter how many sales the next game will have, it will always fail as a Halo game. There was a cycled playlist I played in Halo 5 that was Classic Halo, which this playlist was highly spoken about within this community. If Halo Infinite builds upon this idea, then I will be absolutely happy. But if not, I doubt that Infinite will make me pull off all-nighters like what Halo 3 did. According to a PC Gamer article, Tim Longo was replaced by Mary Olsen in around August 2019. But on her LinkedIn, it says that she left 343 just 2 months after her promotion. I cannot find who she was replaced with. That is a mystery to all of us. However, her departure from 343 got her to be the head of production at a production studio called Midwinter Entertainment, a production company made by the ex. Well, there goes a failed smooth transition, LinkedIn. Thank you. Studio head of 343 Industries, Josh Holmes. So Josh was in charge for a lot of things in Halo, from campaign to Warzone to multiplayer. He was sort of the entirety of executing a Halo game.
The campaign has been shown for the first time ever, and you picked a Commander Locke level, right?
So there's just so much he did that I won't talk about. Rather just mentioning that he left 343 in 2016 to help create the production company Midwinter Entertainment. He was replaced by Chris Lee, which has been working for 343 for more than 7 years in different positions of work. He was the senior lead producer for Halo 4 and the director of production for Halo 5. I mean, I can't speculate whether him being the studio head for 343 is good or not for Halo Infinite. I'll just run this interview that he had after E3 2019 to show his motivations, his feelings regarding Halo, and let me know what you think.
One of the great storytelling elements that they've woven into it is kind of reconnecting with some of that feeling you got the first time you stepped on a Halo ring, where there's so much to discover and explore, and we're just really leaning back into that sense of mystery and wonder that Halo has always had.
Story. We all disliked Halo 5's campaign. With Josh Holmes and Chris Hollow designing the campaign, we still have the writer left to talk about, Brian Reed. There are plenty of videos criticizing him, so I won't be doing that. So, as we all know, he left Halo for the better for Halo and for the sake of his own life.
Brian Reed, the writer of Halo 5, has just deactivated his Twitter account because I don't know whether it was like one person or a group of people or just a lot of people have been harassing him and personally attacking him on Twitter because they weren't satisfied with how Halo 5's campaign was written.
But who was he replaced by? And who will build on the Halo's universe? Who will have the power to make us care about Master Chief again, while bringing in new characters like the pilot we saw in Discover Hope's trailer?
Looks like the main power cells are fried. Armor shut down. Triggering survival mode. I'm going to try to overwrite.
It is confirmed on Halo Waypoint's Discover Hope post that Paul Crocker, the narrative designer of the Batman Arkham games, is involved with Halo Infinite's story.
You really need to sort of understand that it is a game. You know, it's not a story in the traditional sense. We are really, trying to involve the player at all times in this world that we're creating. And
this
does put a smile on my face.
Because I think those games are phenomenally made in every way. From Batman's story to the side missions and to the combat. I am definitely happy that Paul Crocker has been involved with Infinite. If you haven't played the Arkham series, I seriously recommend it. They were very well crafted games. So as what I asked earlier in the video, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Seeing how 343's beholder, if you will, has changed so much since Halo 5, artists, writers, designers, as well as the head of studio leaving 343, leaves us with the question, is 343's beholder capable to show us that Halo is back? Are they confident to show what they see as beautiful? And finally, do you have hope for Halo Infinite? Let me know, because sure as hell I am. Please like this video if this gave you the same hope I have for Halo, and share it so that more people can be as well.
I chose you because you were special. I knew we would be perfect together. And I was right.
Hey Aldo.
Yeah?
Did you see the video uploaded yesterday?
I did. It's pretty good. Congrats on that.
Did you hit the like button?
I was going to do... Wait, what are you doing?
Holy sh! Okay.
Hey Aldo.
Yeah? What's up?
I just wanted to let you know that I saw the video yesterday. I liked it. And
oh, thanks.
I also subscribed as well.
Oh.
So.
Did you share it?
Yeah. I was gonna do that, but just
really?
Please
You see?
Just don't do this. Don't